So what's happened is that Comcast has basically said to all its personnel, it's open season on the President of the United States. You don't have to treat him fairly. You don't have to report facts. Just do whatever you want. It's good for our business. It's good for Comcast business. Go ahead. And you see it across the board. The only one who doesn't really do that is Lester Holt. All the others do. And are you crusading against that, or do you just want civility in the village of media?
Well, a couple of things. First of all, I want civility. And secondly, there is some place for networks talking about what other networks do, because that's the way we police each other. It's not like law where there's a code of professional responsibility in a bar. So there is some value to a reasonable amount of it. What I think, though, is that we have tipped it over beyond that, and we've gone beyond the reasonable. Let me repeat. I think it's important that networks do correct facts from other networks if they think they're improper or if they think they're doing something. I just think it's gone too far. Secondly, and I will let you in and all your O'Reilly followers in, is that I actually worked for Comcast. I asked to meet with the board to talk about something. They didn't want to talk to me. I would like to improve journalism, whether it's at CNN, Fox, or MSNBC. And not that I know all or could do everything so much better than everybody else. I cannot. But I've been around long enough that I have some certain ideas and I think some fair perspective on this, how we could do better for the American viewer, the American voter.
What did you want to present to the board of Comcast, and why did they turn you down?
I will, let the Comcast board answer that, because I've tried to, move on. I've moved on in my life. I'm doing a lot of things, but my point is simply this. You did that
while you were working at Comcast, right? While you were employed.
Shortly after I was fired.
Okay.
And it was, and if I wanted to get back at everything, or if it were some sort of beef, I would have done it publicly. I did not. I've been out of there 2.5 years.
They didn't want to hear what you say. They weren't interested in what you were saying, and that was it. Okay. I'm not surprised.
And I think I had something. I think I had something of value to add to the discussion. But what's important to note is that I didn't run to the microphones. I just thought I had something of value, because I actually hold accountable. And Rupert Murdoch got very mad at me about this too when I said something about him. I said I think that a lot of what goes on the cable TV is that the executives and the corporate boards and the CEOs, I think they have some responsibility for the product. I don't think you can just sort of shove it off on the anchors and the hosts. And I would like to see more responsibility coming from the top, and responsibility towards facts.
It's never going to happen. Maybe at Gray Television, where you're the chief political correspondent.